Hey guys, how's it going? This is Peter Lou and you're back with another edition of the Real Wheel Deal. Today we're taking shit off-road again. So right now, today I have the TE37 off-road model. So you might have seen I had TE37X, and TE37X was based on the TE37V. So it's got a vintage style look, more flat spokes, kind of a deeper dish, kind of like a classic wheel. This one here is TE37 large P.C.D progressive model. So that means that it's mimicked off the TE37 Sega, which is a newer evolution of TE37. But it means it has more of a racer look, you know, not as vintage, more progressive, more modern. That's what I have here today. So first thing we're gonna go over for this wheel is the size. So first thing is the size of this wheel is 18-inch, and this wheel is only available right now in 18x8 and 18x9 with varying offsets. The one I have here is offset is 0. The next thing I'm gonna go over is the color. So this one here I have is in gloss black. Pretty nice color, but I want you to know that the TE37 large P.C.D model is available only in 2 colors as a standard stock. It's gonna be Volk Racing Bronze, because you know you gotta have your classic Volk Racing Bronze. Second color, Diamond Dark Gun Metallic, and that Diamond Dark Gun Metallic is kind of like a gunmetal that looks quite glossy. This one here is in gloss black. It's a special batch, but this was the only one I've gotten in, so I wanted to make this video for you guys as early as possible, because I know a lot of you guys are starting to get into off-roading, trying to find out which kind of Volks you want. And a lot of you guys had a lot of interest in the TE37X, so I definitely wanted to show you guys the TE37 large P.C.D progressive model. So basically we're going to dive into the wheel now. We're going to take a look at the characteristics. The first thing you're going to notice is right away, obviously it's got 6 lug holes there, because the bolt pattern for the car that this is going to go on is always going to be 139x6. So what applications would this wheel be? Lots of JDM off-roading vehicles, but the ones I see that a lot of guys are rocking, they're rocking on their 4Runners, Hilux, they're rocking on a couple Infinities, and a lot of 4Runners. So that's a very like famous, you know, off-roading JDM vehicle, and these guys want to stick to a JDM choice. So these are the kind of wheels they're looking at. And besides this large cutout in the middle here, we're gonna go over this center here. So right away when you look at the wheel, you notice this big area here is like there's a lot of weight cut out of here. That's because Volk has utilized their cutting cliff method. And cutting cliff method is normally cut here to reduce weight. But normally when you have a 5x100 or 5x114, you notice that the cutout here is really small. So when you have these spokes travel down, the concavity, it isn't as apparent. But in here, even when the spokes aren't super concave, this big cutout in the middle here, because these bolts are so far apart, they really give you the illusion that this wheel is extremely concave. So that's a really nice feature that I like that they cut out of here. Of course, in the middle here, you notice that also it has 6 bolts holes, and for the 6 bolt holes, it's kind of cool because the TE37 is a 6-spoke wheel. So now I have these 6 bolts. It's exactly as many spokes as the bolts, so it kind of looks like really symmetric to me. I don't really get that with other 6-spoke wheels that have this 5 bolt holes. Another feature for this off-road wheel is the flange. So Volk, they learned a lot of stuff from their ZE40 and their TE37 Sega, and during that time, they beefed up the flanges for better wheel contact. So this off-road vehicle, they beefed up the front flange here, just in case you're going off-road, you gotta have a good tire contact. Maybe it needs to hit some rocks or something, I'm not quite sure, but right here, this is where it has a contact. And of course, you have your inner knurling as well, and your inner knurling will keep that tire not only from coming out, but also from bulging in, which I think is really important when you're trying to climb some rocks. Of course, we also have our front-facing design features. So we have our Volk Racing Original, this diamond cut here. This is something they've been utilizing for a couple of years now. And we have Made in Japan. And of course, we have the raised lettering that's in between the spokes. So here's Volk Racing, Forged, VIA, and Made in Japan. And of course, this is Raised Engineering. And that's all I have for the front of the wheel. But I want to turn attention to the back, because the back, it's a little bit different than what I normally expect from a Volk wheel. And the first thing you'll see is this is all flat here. It's totally flat and machined. A lot of times we see that there's a lot of cutting here to save some weight, or there's cutting here so that if you're installing spacers, it can pass through. But here it's totally 100% solid. It's very deep because this is a 0 offset wheel. But this direct contact is going to give you a lot of strength. And because you have 6 bolt patterns, the space in between, you're not going to cut that away. You just got to have that super strength if you're going off-roading. Another way they kept the strength is also because these spokes are quite a bit shorter, that the back of the spokes, they weren't cut out. So you can see here, the back of the spokes totally flat, really strong, really beefy, and surprisingly short because the hub here is so big now for this off-road model. So those are all the wheel features I have for this TE37 large progressive model. Last thing I gotta do is put on a scale. So remember, this is an 18-inch wheel. So even though it's going to off-road vehicle, very big, high-profile tires, this isn't a small wheel. At 18 inches, that's pretty much what we'd be putting on a lot of time attack cars. And by 9, so that's really close to my street size that a lot of cars are rocking, to 18 by 9.5. And I already had this on here, so I'm guessing that this guy's probably under 20 pounds because it's a forged wheel. Let's go on there. 19.4 pounds. So 19.4 pounds for a wheel like this going off-roading, that's phenomenal weight savings. I feel like most times OEM off-road vehicles, if they don't choose to go by 18, they might go for a 19 or a 20. Very large, heavy wheels. This guy under 20 pounds, extreme weight savings, but also as you see the technology in this forged wheel, very strong, super adept at anything you hit at it. You know, you're going off-roading, you're going off rocks, you're hitting some heavy terrain. This guy's definitely a really good choice. And if the TE37X, you're not feeling that vintage feel, then this large P.C.D brings you up to the modern world, okay? So thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed my coverage of this. And hit subscribe up there, comment below, and if you guys have any wheels you want to see, just let me know, all right? Thanks.